That structure there is the back end of solar panels, and just here is the Flintshire Guardian. He has a newspaper, but it's not the Guardian because he's old. He reads the Times. I thought I'd do a really old joke to fill in with that. There we go, there he is. Starting our trail now. So we're in Flintshire. Just giving it away. I had to announce it, so let's go round and take the route back now. There's a slideshow of the of me getting here, where I parked my car, and an hour. Because it's a footpath along the coast, there's not a lot to see, and I'm not using the gimbal or anything because it's easier just to pause it, and it makes it cuts out like a few minutes of a very similar part of the walk. So there's a bit showery today, but it's not stopped me. Sun's popped out again, so the slideshow will be a bit more duller because that's when the showers were around. Some goldfish up here, but I'm probably not going to catch them. You see a slight fluttering, it's a pair of goldfishes, or maybe three. Yeah, there's three of them. I believe some birds are into that. Stop it now. Right, here we go. Little view of the Dee estuary coming up. I like these little signs. Flint Dock, that way. That's the normal way I come in. There's somebody with some dogs there. They're allowed to. And we're going that way, Bagilt, to the old disused railway station. If you ever watch Sapphire and Steel with Joanna Lumley and David, what's his name? Ilya Kuryakin. They were investigating a haunted railway station. So that's the Dee estuary. Have a little zoom in. Yeah. A wonderful seat there. Big stone. You get that? Again, there's so much glare on my screen, you'll see more than I am. And the Wirral position. Oh, Peninsula, which includes the Wirral and Cheshire. And out on the distance there, I'll have to zoom right in, that you can actually see, because Hilborough Island has got three islands, if I can get that on the screen. Have I got it there? You see that? I'll zoom in as much as I can. That's Hilborough Island. There's a middle one, there's a little, just like a little rock sticking out. Yeah. Right, let's go. Yeah, that's a nice walk that way. That takes you towards Flintshire. Sorry, Flint. We're in Flintshire, Flint Castle. And Flint Dock. which is obviously not used as it was then. It was a trade dock. Oh yeah, see it says that, Flint Dock. Very nice picturesque spot. The autumn berries are fading now. Mind you, some of them, they're red, they're not ripe. So, oh yeah, there's probably quite a few weeks left. Hawthorn haws. Elderberries. That's the train. Flintshire coastline train. Or North Wales coastline trains and railway line. I was going to go through that gap and show you what we just seen the estuary, so don't need to do that. It's better. See a wide vista as we get to the coastline. I'm looking at venues for my winter holiday. Still plenty of time. It's such a long time, but there's people I know when I went there. This time I'll be Costa del Sol, so I'll have to make new friends when I get there. It's a long time to go, so you know I can't, and I'm not going to do any shorter than that. That saves on, you know, these environmental people. I'm only making one trip really abroad, but it'll be over 2 months as much as I can, up to the 90 days. All the birds are fluttering around. It's after the rain, so they've been in hiding away from the rain. Not much to see when the train goes by. It's covered. There's a line there. See where there's Fields End there, the big, but they carried it all along there as the railway goes across, so you can't really see the train very much. You can hear it miles away. This is a lovely path, and when you're walking it, but the majority of people will be watching this on a small phone, so I like to just pause it and effectively edit it, you know, pause and walk for a few minutes and then continue that way. There's no, but if you do have your TV and YouTube on that, there'd be a more really, well, it's more authentic to what you're actually, where I am and what I'm doing. So as I say, at the estuary up there and beyond Hillborough, that goes up to the point, the top half of the Wirral, West Kirby and New Brighton and things like that. I haven't been there. I must do that sometime. Been there lots of times with groups and people and friends, but not done it with anybody. I haven't done it for a couple of years or more. It's lovely now. Just a slight breeze. Sort of like sandstone there. See that? Anyway, we continue. Ow, that hurt. Not that wrong. I'll try and get the right button next time. No harm done. What is it on now? Yeah. Can't see the screen, you see. There's the train. Can't see much really. No. So 'tis a long path, but I can't think of anything better. Or maybe sitting on the Mediterranean somewhere would be, yeah, but mustn't grumble. One of the older hotels, I'm still in touch with the reception, who's Maggie, Scottish lady, and a friend of mine who's actually a resident. And I've explained to him I won't be going to his area. Costa del Sol I'm going. Once I brave, I just have to endure it. I know it, because I just for the life of me couldn't see what buttons I was pressing. It's the first time it was that bad. I could edit it, but it's not some kind of big event. So there's some walks that I had to turn around. I still film them and people watch them, so at the end of the day, there's always another walk I'll be doing anyway. I'm happy just to do this if it's just a bonus, if I manage to film it and people like it. Beats getting one of those, going to the gym and going on one of those treadmills or something to me. Yeah. I trust everyone remember the old comic books, and it was related to it in a way. There's this little weedy guy and he's on the beach, and somebody like Charles Atlas is kicking sand in his face, and they recommend you bodybuild a bit. Big fan of Arnie. Yeah. So it's not that, but I'd rather do this than push up weights and stuff. Sadly, there are people I know in the past and they died in the gym, ironically, from a heart attack, because they get so obsessed with it. Anyway, let's get away from that. What the hell am I on? Yeah, this is as good as anywhere else in the world, really, isn't it? Let's face it. Just not much sun around. I'll give it a longer run now, let it run without pausing it, as we're getting near to our the end of the journey. Tried to talk to somebody. Where I parked my car is a former railway station, Bagilt, but there's no, I've actually tried to access, there's industry there, and I think one part of it is, you know, it's the old Victorian stone building. Looks like it could have been a station, but it wasn't accessible, and there's a guy coming out another place nearby and he didn't know, but I wanted to find out. As you do. This is it. I am a big fan of locals. When I meet them, it's usually a very unpredictable but really nice, friendly sort of interaction and information that I didn't go, you know, oh, you want to try this, have you done that? Yeah. And yeah, there's the train. Just a flash of it. It's a shame that there's probably a lot of that train view is obscured, but I suppose it keeps, and then of course then the leaves will be on the track in the winter, won't they? So another problem. But there you go. What do I know? I don't want to be in charge of anything. Yeah, I like a walk as much as I can, you know, get the variety in. So you can sneak along further along the coast there, as you can see. But as we've been walking that, what you see is minutes. It's been a few miles and I'll stick to this path rather than follow the edge of the coast now. And we're heading anyway towards this place, the former railway station. Do you know this? I know I mention it, but I do. I mean, I've even been to places I know. There's the best place for a pork pie. I know where it is in Wales, which is nearby, and also in. It's not quite. Is it Heswell? A butcher's there, and I go there just to get that, and then go to the nearest pub or something like that, or have a meal. But I got these pork because they're handy. You know, I wouldn't want to take muesli when I'm on a walk, but a pork pie or pasty or something like that makes a change from sandwiches, which I do take as well. But yeah, it's nice if somebody provided a bin there. That obviously leads to some habitation or something, or it wouldn't be there, would it? Access point. Look at the bridge, how low it is. Well, the railway line, not very high from the. Yeah. Yeah, just a nice variety at this particular stage. As I'm going to show you, as I walked to the Guardian, I did that as well. But it gives me, I sort of got, in an art sense, my mind was abstract, which is quite nice. It's almost like I've let it loose a bit on the leash, my brain, and it's going through all these things, because I'm not preempting them or thinking, just enter my mind. Perfectly normal. Yeah. So I can't even see even now what the length of this particular walk, because it's not obviously done fully, paused at certain times. It still might be long. You know, you have dreams. I frequently have this. I'm on this. It must have been a video I saw. You know, a video music. I think I know it was one by Jean. What's his name? French. He was in Normandy, and I have the recurring dream of a lighthouse. And it's very atmospheric, and I'm looking for this lighthouse. You know, it's a bit like flying. You're searching for something, and it's bloody obvious that, yeah. But I like it, and it recurs, so maybe, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Near now. Near to the footbridge across the railway, and then to the car. And as you probably know now, I finished on the previous video at the same place. So I've done the continuation, and I didn't mention the fact that it was from the disused railway to the Guardian, Flintshire Guardian. It's a nice, made out of railway sleepers, I think, a bit of stone. See, they're planting a few trees there. That's nice. What you can see here, it looks like an allotment, and you're nearly true. It's a, what's it called? Local garden or something, what do they call them? Not quite an allotment. Communal garden or something. It's mostly vegetables in there. Community, that's it, community garden. I suspect it's community, but it's volunteers. You'd need a key. See various things here. There's tomatoes in tubs and things like that. It's always nice to have them. I know you can get them in the supermarket, can't you? They're pretty fresh there as well, but they are. Well, they potatoes are the same family, by the way. I think there might be potatoes. Yeah. Spuds. Farm shops as well. I don't film that. I do it occasionally. And I always ask them if they mind. And yeah, I get things like I've got a whole duck all plucked and ready to cook for £5. I don't eat duck very often, but I enjoyed that. I did it sort of Chinese style, you know, really cooked it on a drained all this. I still got a duck fat sealed for Christmas or whatever. I'm not here for Christmas, am I? I used to go to the lakes, actually, a hotel there, alright. Anyway, see what happens. God knows what can happen in this world, you know. Reggie Perrin, he used to make a joke, you know, badger chewed through the cable on the railway. It's like that with airports now, but it's not a joke anymore. International airports. And that you want to have they give you an ID now, and it tells you what colour toilet paper you use, you know. It's all for your help, you know. They're not going to use you or control you or anything like that. So that's the communal. Oh, it might say something here. Here we go. It's Bagilt Heritage Society Community Garden, funded by Korea Environmental Trust, Bagilt Community Council, Flintshire County Council. Isn't that nice? And there's a little dovecot in there and that. And they're using things like various, what's that called now, storage thing. Anyway, good job. Be very lucky if we catch a train as we're going onto the middle of this bridge, but we'll see. I'm not going to hang around. Container, that's what they are. They've even got solar panels on the roof of that. That's good. No train. Not that regular. What is it? It's a weekday, yeah. Now, I don't eat pork pies all the time. Just come up there. Oh, shouldn't eat them, you know. I know. But it just gives me a moment's happiness, you know. I know. There we are, folks. Oh, so that's... I never knew that. I do, because I will explore it again about that, where the old station is. There's one way. I'm not going to go out that way, which I did last time. Right, folks, that's it. I'll see you again. Bye bye.